guys are more than free to come on screen so I can see your happy faces and we can meet. Hi. I know I'm an Energizer bunny. Don't mind me. I've got lots of energy. I got energy for everybody. I was editing a video today. I was doing all sorts of other stuff. So it's been fun. First thing I want to ask everybody who's on right now, have you already downloaded the Boards app?
I have. My son is Chris Gaines. He's on. I just wanted him to hear all this stuff. So.
Okay, so you have has everybody downloaded the Boards app? I can't hear you, Lisa. You got kicked off. Let me unmute everybody. Make sure they're not muted.
I did. I have the Boards app. I got it yesterday.
It says ask to unmute. Okay, so have you looked at it at all?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to do is kind of go through a little bit of that getting started training, and then you guys can ask me some questions. It's automatically recording. Oh, let me get Tracy in here. Hey, all right. We got Tracy in here now too. Tracy, hi. Did I lose her? Hi. This thing is definitely slower today than usual. Is that the puppy food?
Hey, Michelle,
Hello.
change that. It defaults to our other Zoom rooms, so that's why you see a different name there. I'll change it now.
Hey, my spur of the moment Zoom is working. Alan's coming in now too. We're getting a few people in here.
Hey, awesome. Good turnout.
Thank you. I think we got more. I know I do. We just lost them though. Let's see here. Where'd they go? There we go. All right. I'm not sure if this is everybody or not. I wanted to make sure everybody has their volume on so I can hear them. And I'll give you guys a little background on who I am so you know who you're talking to or who's here. My name is Michelle Van Etten, and I've been in this industry for, I want to say 10 years now. I made 7 figures in the industry, so I've been doing pretty well at it and have had a lot of fun in the process. And I've worked with a lot of different people. And what I like to do most is figure out a way to create a system so you're successful and that you can make it easy on you and your team to also be successful. Because if they know exactly what to do, they're going to be successful. If people have to worry about it or get confused and things like that, it makes it more difficult. And we see that there's not duplication in that. So one of the things that I did was I created this board on the Boards app. Do you have that one, Val?
I personally don't, but I can get access to it. Let's see what you guys got going tonight. I'm going to be an observer tonight. Let's see what you guys have going, and then you and I can hook up and I can get set up with what you're doing. Thank you for sharing.
So, of course. So the getting started list, step 1 is get the Boards app. That's really important because what we've done in the Boards area is we have created different types of things that you can do in the Boards, where you have your getting started checklist. It'll go through. Have you gone into the Facebook group? Are you in the Facebook group? Grab your link. So it gives you how to grab your link. The Fuel Tabs Official, which is started by Val, who's on with us right now. Xcelerate Fuel Tabs Corporate is also on there. And then now we have the Xcelerate testimonial page. And so we're going to be having those pages, and those are the links. I think I'm missing that link in there, so I'll add that to it. And that's step 1. So when you're starting your business, you need to have these things checked off. That way you can be in connection with everybody. Also, you want to be added to our chat room. Oh, somebody's in the waiting room. Sorry. There we go. You want to be added to our chat because we have a really lively chat, and that's how we're going to be able to communicate with people. And every time you bring somebody new in, make sure you add them to the chat. That way they're going to get the information and they're going to learn how to build their business. Step 2, you want to invite people to the Boards because this has all your information. I've gone through and scoured Facebook, Instagram, and everything Val posts, I take and put into the file. So you might want to use it a day later or whatever, but he's got some amazing links in there. And so we have a social media file that probably has like 70 pictures in there that I've located from around everywhere and things that were posted. We also have different stories that I saw, people posting, you know, who else has pumping gas and getting paid their all-time favorite hobby. The difference of using fuel tabs improvement, using the fuel tab improvement with every tank so far. Love these tabs. The gas prices are going up tonight. Are you ready? Phillips hurt. So glad I put my car on the pill. It offsets it. What I'm trying to get people to do is understand this, that the way to build is to build curiosity. It's all about curiosity. You don't want to come out there and tell people what you have as much as say, wow, did you know that I got an extra 5 gallons this fill up, all because I put my car on the pill? These tabs are magic. I don't know what's in them, but dang, they work. That is going to get somebody's attention. When I did that, I ended up signing, when I posted, is your car on the pill? And put a couple of emojis, because one of the things I also learned is emojis end up attracting Facebook's algorithm. Very odd. And as a group, we can start building each other up, which means when you post something, if you say, hey, can you comment on my post in the group, in the chat group, then all of us, if we start really working together as a team, can go in there and post and say, hey, you know what? I'm getting this many gas miles, you know, extra miles, or I'm getting this better fuel, or I'm getting this going on. And it's so amazing to watch how other people, it might not be as many as you expect, but other people are like, whoa, what's going on here? Because Facebook says, hey, guess what? People are checking this out. They want to know more. I'm going to have to show more people. And that's how the algorithm works. This is really important, because then you will get people in your inbox saying, hello, what are you doing? I want in, I need help. I want this. And I got a lot of that when I started posting. Then I posted about my husband's success with his truck. I ended up signing up 15 people from that post.
Wow.
15. That's an insane amount of people for one post. That's unheard of. But it was something that caught attention. And then once they liked it and asked for info, they were like, info, please, info, please. I had more info, please, than I knew what to do with. I started the same system, which is the ATM. And if you've heard us talk about it, it's called add, tag, message. I actually do it a little different. I add them. And what I will say, it's in your thing. I will say to them, hey, look, we have this amazing group and I'd love to give you more information. This is the link. I added you to the group. Once you give me a thumbs up, I will tag you on some posts. Because what I've learned, and I could be wrong, when you tag them before they've accepted, they don't get that in their notifications. So you're kind of doing it too early based on Facebook's new way of dealing with people. They don't like that. They want you to do it after the fact. Like, look, they've accepted your invite. Now you can tag them. Now they're going to see what you're doing. They're going to get that notification. And that's the important part. So once you've tagged them on some posts, I usually say, hey, Shannon, check out this post, start here. And that's usually the one I want them to start with. It's either the PDF file or it's Val talking about something and I don't usually go straight to an overview that's long. I try to keep their attention by pictures. I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is. By pictures, the PDF files, so they can get a little bit of the nerd information involved in it, because that's really important. And I've also learned that you need to tag people on at least 3 posts. And that's because the algorithm, once again, once they're tagged on 3 posts and they, I even don't tell them on the posts I've tagged you on, like them. So I know that you saw them. That's another great way. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to teach people that there are steps to everything, right? So you're working on your steps. So by telling them, hey, give me a thumbs up. Whoa, you've got them to do one thing already. You've already got them in motion. Within the first, before they even sign up, you've got them doing something. Next, like the post that I tagged you on, so I know that you saw them. Wow, now you know the people who like the posts, they're interested, they're really serious. So those are the people you follow up with. Hey, what did you like best about what you just saw? Did you know you can get started for free and the whole entire thing can work on a $60 plan? And they're just like, whoa, what? Wait, what? How does this work? I'm like, yeah, you get to save money on gas, better for your engine. It works. You're going to save on maintenance. You're going to have more fun and you're going to get paid. And they just look at me like, this can't be possible. How is this? How does it work like this? But it's super, super simple. It's not easy because you actually have to do the work, but it's simple if you do the steps and you do them appropriately. And that's what I've learned. I've learned if you're going to do the ad tag message, you want people in motion, right? Also, that's why we have this here. We have all of the information you could ever need. You've got different posts that you can choose. So the very second step, get all of your boards set up. So make sure you have your boards. Does everybody on here have the boards app?
Yes.
Yes.
Glenda?
I do.
Okay. Diana?
Miss Deanna?
Yes. Yes, she does.
Okay.
Deanna, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Perfect. So that is one. Then I created a fast start chart. So you can go into the fast start area and into our how we get paid. It's got the comp plan video in there. It also has the fast start. That fast start chart, everybody is loving that fast start chart because it gives you a visual of everything that we do and how we get, how we get paid, how much money we get paid, and how many people we need to get paid. So we have that. We also have the QR generator. So somebody created a really cool save money on gas and diesel, which we created stickers. I have my stickers coming. And we have the QR code generator in here. So everybody can come in here, grab the sticker, go to the QR code, put the QR in the middle, and now that's all done for you. What you want to be able to do, and I'll do these for a while. I will do the getting started trainings, which will be mostly coming in and they'll listen to the recording of this. And then I will ask questions after, and people can ask the questions that they have based on what they're learning that day. But for the most part, after I do this, it's going to be the recorded part. And then I'll come back in and I'll be like watching it myself. And then you guys will see me again and we'll say, hey, it's question time. Let's do this. Because I want to make this completely systematic, where all you do is plug, play, and learn and get it done. And then go out there and make your social posts. Start getting that curiosity. When you're talking to people in person and you're at the gas station, you see them all suffering. You're like, hey, I got something that can help you. That might be able to help you. Because you can't guarantee it'll help anybody or anything. But you can say, hey, I got something that might help you save a little bit of money on gas. I always try to keep people interested and engaged without giving them any real information until they need to come to me for it. And so that's what I do. A lot of times, some of these some of the pictures right now have Xcelerate on there. And I like the fact that it does. But then again, I also want to take it off so people don't know, so that they ask me, what is that? Because otherwise they're going looking for it. And as people start to build, just so you know, there are a lot of marketing people who have come in. They've set up their own website. They understand SEO searches and they understand the ad game, which means once that starts to build up and we really start to build big, every time you have something out there that has the name on it, you are advertising for them. Because your people, the very first thing every single person does, Google it.
Yeah.
They didn't get your link. They're just Googling. So what are they going to do? They buy from whoever they see.
Hey, Michelle, can I add something to that? You are so spot on. You are so spot on. Correct. The people that are actually taking the Xcelerate pages where it says Xcelerate on it, it looks really cool. The graphics are fantastic. It's really magnificent, but it kills the promotion. It really, really does. I think about just when I did the reel, I impulsively did the reel and I didn't call it anything other than an antioxidant for the car. So I went back
Like vitamin G.
Yeah. So I just say, I've got the ultimate antioxidant for my automobile. I only got 45 seconds to a minute to do that on Facebook, 724,000 hits, 22 1,000.7 likes and 3,700 info. And they had no idea what the name of it was. They're trying to, that's what they wanted to know. What's the name of the product? What's the name of the product? So you're spot on. I just want you to know that you're 100% correct.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really important. And I see all the pictures in there and I might have to just alter them. I'm sorry, but I think that the name needs to come out, and it's really important that you keep it mysterious. I know people are like, well, people want transparency, but in all reality, transparency is going to kill the sale because they're going to go to the ad. And I guarantee you right now, I brought on a marketer who's coming in and he's building everything out right now. Once he's built it out, you will be giving him all your leads if you start putting Xcelerate there, because he knows how to build the ad machine so effective. He takes almost the corporate out of the equation when he starts to go to town.
And people sponsor shop too.
Corporate, huh?
People sponsor shop too.
Oh, they sponsor shop. Yeah, they start to go in there and they're like, oh, who else is in this? Who else? Who else? Oh, I want to go there. I want to be with that person.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you want to keep it tight so that you have control, and you want that control because then you control the conversation. And I do have some great news. The guy that's coming on, he's creating a chat bot for us. So when somebody asks for, when you put that code word in, whatever the code word is, when they're asking for info, it will automatically start the chat, and it's going to start giving them all the information they need based on the code word they use. Wow. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty fantastic when it's all done. He's like, in 2 days, I'll have like a prototype to show you. I'm like, sweet. I love you. You're awesome. I've worked with him for 9 years. So it's amazing that he will never be on a Zoom, and he will be in the background always, but you will never know who he is or what he looks like or anything unless he decides to come out of the shadows. But that's the way it works. Some people just do that. They live their life and they're able to do that. And I think it's really cool. All right, so we have that. How the tabs work. That's for your people. So you have different types of people, and you'll notice along the way how they talk, right? I talk with my hands. I am a go-getter, right? So when I'm talking, you hear me and you're like, whoa, okay, watch her hands, she's on fire. But that's my personality. And with that personality, things have to be fast. It's like boom, 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 boom. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. But other people take time. And they'll say things like, well, I really need to research this, right? Research being the key word. If they say research, that's when I would send them how the tabs work, where it gives them all of the nerd stuff. So they can nerd out on how the tabs work, right? There's somebody who needs that kind of information. Other people, it's all about community. Do we have a community? And they'll say things like that. What is the community? What's the culture like in the group? What's the culture like of the company? Are they only worried about ranks? Are they worried? I'm like, hey, guess what? What I love about the culture is we get to create it. That's the most amazing part about this. We're the founding members. We will be creating the culture that everybody else is going by, because we're the ones out there building at a time that this is not out in the market. So we have the opportunity to be the creators of the culture. And that's such a beautiful, awesome thing. And we don't have ranks. So everybody is going to be on the same playing field and have the same opportunity. And we can create a culture of inclusion instead of exclusion. What was that, Shannon?
Oh, sorry. I forgot my.
It's okay.
Sorry.
But that, it's inclusion instead of exclusion. I've been at the top of companies and of a company, and at the top of the company, yeah, I'm in books, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, getting up on stage and so on and so forth. But everybody else is there too. And I didn't get there on my own. I got there by everybody else. And so my goal is to be at the back of the room, cheering everybody else on when they're getting up there, if they're getting awards, if they're getting something, because that's what's amazing. That's what's magical. That's what makes this whole entire thing work. So those are people that you want to talk about the culture with. If they ask about it, then you can tell them something like that. They're usually what we would call the like the huggy people, the lovey people, the friendly people, the ones that really want to belong to something, right? those are those kind of people. You have different types of people, and how you respond to them it will be how they will interpret the business or the product. And that it's not on you. If you're somebody like me who's blah, 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 if you don't learn how to pivot and change that, so that when you're talking to somebody who is all feely, lovey, dovey, everything else, if you're not learning how to pivot on that and how to take that and go, you know what? I'm going to see that you need to hear about our culture. You need to hear how we get to create it, and how I know that personally, my whole goal with the team is that everybody has a say. Everybody's been working on this. We have the team name come up. I didn't come up with it. I didn't just say, hey, this is who we are. I'm like, let's vote on this. Let's create something together. Everything has, and that's that type of personality too. The ones that want to know everything, the researchers, I would say they're the green personality, because they just like, you can't give them enough information because they have to get it all. Then you're going to have the party people. You're going to have the ones that are like, is it fun? Are we going to have lots of events? Are we going on cruises? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? At this time, we can play with the party people and have fun with them, but it's going to be a little different because we don't have any of those things planned yet. But guess what? We're creating the culture, so we can see about putting that kind of information in there. And that basically gives you the different types of personalities, how they are, what they think, why they think that way. So How Tabs Work also has the patent, right? Then I kind of ripped off a bunch of testimonials. We could take the names out if we had to, but they're in here. I've got videos. I don't have them public. They're all unlisted. So it's for people who are not on Facebook, who won't go on Facebook. So this is more for Arlene's group, who refuse to go on Facebook. And this just allows us to still give the same testimonial. And it could be through email. It could be on Snapchat. It could be on anything, because Boards app works with all of them. And it is the best way. So I've got 3 or 4 videos in there. Response to posts. That's when that's the one I'm still working on. That one takes a little more time. I've got to really think about that, but I want you to really think about adding curiosity. That is the key to everything. Curiosity, right? Just think of Curious George. Everything's about Curious George, because he was the little one, right? He's into everything, wants to know everything, but that's how it is. And people, the more you give them the answers, the more they're going to trust you to know what you're talking about, to be the one that they want to work with. And that's what I've learned over the years. That's exactly what I have learned. We have videos. Every video that I could possibly find so far from Xcelerate and other people are in our video library. I've got them all in there. Download, well, they're all in there. We have the $20 lead capture page that Val and Tracy created, how you get signed up for that. We have the legal EPA patent information, and like just different, like the combustion, the catalyst, the company EPA information, more nerding out stuff. We also have the Xcelerate PDF right in there. So if you want to do your own presentation, you can. And we also have the 10-minute business overview. So if you got to show somebody the business, I found the 10-minute one. Malcolm did it. It's really good. It's only 10 minutes long. You just play that 10-minute video. You send them that 10-minute video through the Boards app. Say, hey, tell me what you like best. Let's chat. I try to say, let's chat, so they don't try to call me. I'm sorry. I will talk to you. I like to do it more like this, because I can do this. Like I said, I wanted to do this in 30 minutes, right? I just went through all of this. I think this is a pretty good way to say getting started training has been accomplished. The main thing is step 3, and that's post. Make sure you're doing your social media post. Grab anything. If it has the Xcelerate on it, give me a few days. I'm going to have all of that taken out, or I'm going to remove it myself. I'm going to remove anything so that it's curiosity based. That way nobody knows anything. And now it is questions and answers. But the big thing is, if you haven't made your post, make your post. And if you have a testimonial, please, 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 please send me your testimonial. Because we can always say, like, you can use my testimonial. I have it and I've posted it before. All you have to say is, you know, my friend's husband, this is what he's done. It was getting 7 and 8. Everybody who used it so far has had 7 or 8 people ask for info on it. Because I built the curiosity and I didn't give them the answer. Questions? And if you can't talk to me, I'll pull up the chat so I can.
I was just noticing in boards the presentation PDF. When I click on it, it says it may have expired.
Uh-oh.
Only be visible to an audience.
Val, can you help me with that and get me the more updated version of
I
it?
can send you the file right now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I've
Thanks,
got
thanks for identifying that.
one quick question. On the boards where you're responding to someone's inquiry, okay? So what would you recommend? Because there's a bunch of stuff in there, and there's like first response, second response, third response, but then there's also some.
I'm getting ready to redo all of it.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to redo all of it. I send them all 3. So just so you guys know, I give them all 3 PD like files. The one that says the original and only patented fuel tab. I give them that one. I give them the 0 harm guarantee, because when I'm giving you information, those are the 2 most important things I think in that. And then the patented fuel catalyst tablet, how it's been used for 4 billion, you know, all of that, it's been tested. I will send those 3 PDFs and say, hey, I sent you an invite to the group. I'm getting ready to go through that and do it more in step, right? So like step 1, step 2, and get it. I tried to put too much information in and I didn't give myself enough. I didn't give myself enough answers for it, right? So I was like, oh, just put all this information. That doesn't work. I kind of give them little bits and pieces at a time. Because now they're wanting information. The most important thing that I'll give somebody is the link to our group, the Fuel Tabs official group. I think is that what it is? Fuel Tabs official. Yeah. I give them the link to that. So I'll say, like I said before, give me a thumbs up once you've accepted. Then I will go in and I will tag you on a few posts. Once you see those posts, like them so I know that you've seen them. And then I will check in with them.
Okay, cool. So it's not too much to send them all 3 graphics and then the invite to the group on their first initial request.
On their first initial request, Shannon, also you can look at how I did it with you. I seem to have done it the same way on every single one. So if you look at that, you probably got all 3 pictures.
Right.
Huh?
I will scroll back and look at it.
Okay. Well, you probably got all 3 pictures and you probably got that information, and then I tagged you. But I waited and I'm like, hey, give me a thumbs up. Once you give me a thumbs up, I'm like, all right. Now, if people don't give me a thumbs up, I'm like, hey, did you get a chance to accept my invite to the group, or did you check out the information I sent you? I've tried a couple of the lead, the lead pages where I sent them that, and sometimes that works. But I have found that by putting them in the group, the algorithm will allow them, once you've tagged them on 3 posts, they start to see it in their feed.
Okay.
And once they start seeing it in their feed, that's how it starts to build. Because now they're seeing it, oh, dang, look at that. That person just saved that much? What? What's going on here? And then as the new posts come up, you can tag them on new things that you think might catch their interest as well. So every single person you've put in there, make sure you have a file on them. If they haven't signed up yet, they will. Just give them time. If they accepted your invite, they will sign up.
Okay, cool. And yes, Miss Deanna, I did do that with you, but you have a different mind. Miss Deanna and I have like the same mindset. It's like if we've got you followed my exact, you followed the exact way I told you to do it. It works every time. Every single time it will work if you do it. Because it's consistency. And once you've done it, I mean, like when you go back, look,
Arlene can probably tell you too, but I might have talked to her on the phone beforehand. So I might not have had all this put together by then. But yeah, I'll put like either 2 or 3 pictures, depends on, I know I always put the zero harm one in because that's really big to people. They're like, whoa, okay, this doesn't have any harm.
Okay, cool. Yay, thank you.
Any questions? Glenda, does that feel like you got a good getting started training? Alan, questions? Anyone? Now, if you're dealing with people outside, so maybe because I'm all about Facebook and I like to build on Facebook, and I do that because I truthfully don't want you to feel that this has to be something that you have to do outside your normal everyday life. I will get on the Facebook and add a curiosity post or say something to somebody or go like follow up with people I've already talked to. And I'm doing it while I'm working out or I'm out on the boat. Oh, my favorite place to be, as you can tell, I've got some big sun right now, is out on the boat. So I'm like, hey, my office is on the boat today. If you need me, here I am. And people are like, whoa, how do you get to do this? This is a Monday. What the heck are you doing out on the boat on a Monday? I'm like, well, I haven't had a real job except for, well, I consider it a real job, but I have never, ever had to go work in an office somewhere or work somewhere else. So I don't have that as my story because I started building something so that I didn't have to. So I've always been at home. So I've always done this in my life and with my life. Any questions? Anyone? Val, you want to add anything?
No, I think it was great. It was perfect. I'm really excited about the fact that you told people to create curiosity. Curiosity is everything in marketing. Without curiosity, you're dead in the water. So great job. Fabulous.
So what are some curiosity posts that you do?
Well, I'm more into video discussion. I'm really not a person that really enjoys the graphics. I put them out there in my stories just because people know who I am, and I do get people responding to me. They want to know, how they can tap into having a good lifestyle, like some of us that do. But for the average person, I wouldn't recommend that. I really believe if you can master the art and science of getting in front of a camera like you've done tonight, that's the key. People want to know you're real. They want to hear your voice. They want to study your body language. They want to hear your story. And the big thing we have always learned is stories sell, and I just know when you put banners out there, Malcolm.
Yeah, I posted one today and I've gotten nothing from it.
Yeah, it'll be dead. It'll be flat. People will smile or laugh, but they're not impacting. You know what I mean? It's like posting a picture of Tang, the orange juice or something like that, or Sunkissed. It's nice, right? It's pretty and it's a time killer and it's a distraction, but the real thing is an impact. Like there was a fire last night. Like, oh, really? Where? Well, you didn't hear about it? That type of thing, right? So people, when you can stir their emotions on something, or, did you hear what happened in Canada today? And then people say, well, what happened in Canada today? Well, all the ATM machines are down all over Canada today. We can't use Interact anywhere in Canada right now. Oh, really? What, they want to hear more about that. And that's a true story, by the way. But we didn't say it was a particular bank or a particular institution. And we didn't say it's going to be fixed in 5 minutes. When you when you give them the answer, 2 + 2 is 4. Once they hear it's 4, then they're not interested anymore. So you got to stay away from the 4 and talk about the 2 + 2 more. And that's anyone that's making a lot of money in marketing really knows how to have intellectual intercourse with another human being. That's what I call it, intellectual intercourse. You're psychologically stimulating their mind and that draws them in. And it's just like dating. When you meet somebody for the first time, you ever said, wow, there's something about them. I really love the way they think. I really love the way they speak. I really love the way they communicate. Wow, I really love their mind. People fall in love with the mind too. It's not always a physical attraction. I mean, we've seen a lot of physically attractive people in our lifetime, so we might not be attracted to them when we get talking to them. They don't really have a lot to offer. And then somebody just really gets into your head and it's like, wow, you can't get enough. So we got to become seductive. Seductive marketing will get us to the top. And I'm really glad, Michelle, you talked about that tonight, because most people don't get that. Like I see a lot of presenters come in and do presentations and they dump a lot of graphics on you. They try to make it really easy, but it's dysfunctional. It doesn't have the results. So in order to get the results, in order to get the most dates in the room, if that's what you're after, you got to become really interesting to people, and they'll fall in love with you.
Yep,
And
I agree. I have a question for you. I have a question for you because it's one that I've been asked, and it's one I need the answer to. So if somebody wants to write it down, this would be great. How do I know it's not going to harm my vehicle?
Well, you don't know it's not going to harm your vehicle. You just got to trust me. You got to trust the documentation that there's 100% global worldwide warranty on the product. The company will guarantee. And you could go out there and blow your engine up, but please understand your engine's got to go through forensic diagnosis of proving that, it's like, how do I know you committed the crime? So obviously there's going to be a due process to basically take the engine apart and prove, so that'll never happen anyhow. And then down in the United States, I don't have it in front of me right now, but you have a law down in the United States that basically protects consumers. The something Harrison or something like that law, I do apologize, that basically guarantees that you're covered. You have nothing to worry about. Your insurance company would have to cover you on that, and that's by a court of law. I'll find out the name for that. I know the other company brags about that in their promotions. So there is an insurance policy, global here, worldwide, not just the United States or Canada. And you know what? I mean, really think about it. Let's say something happened to an engine. I mean, do you really think they would even do you think they would allow STP to put fuel additives in Walmart and all that, all these different automobile, parts facilities and all over the internet, Amazon selling fuel additives and catalysts? They would never be in the marketplace if there was ever a history or a historical of automobiles the engines being destroyed because of a product. So it's all mythical. Anyone that likes to really push that and tell you, oh, no, I would just say, show me the documentation. I'd really be interested in seeing your documentation. For somebody that says that it does destroy engines. Those people.
I got one more on that. I got one more from that. Ron gave me one that was really good. He said, when your engine, or when you feel like you're trying to drive and it's like done, like pop, push, and it's not working right. And you're like, man, I must have got bad gas. So the very first thing you do is you stop over at the gas station and you pick up something to help accelerate the gas or make the gas clean. So to clean your gas tank.
Fuel cleaner.
And you'll pour whatever it is, fuel additive, right? You'll pour whatever it is in there that you found on a shelf, and that you don't know what's in it. You haven't asked anybody these questions, but you'll put it in it in a minute flat because you think it's going to do something for your car. So why is it when somebody tells you something or tells you about something, do you automatically assume that it's not going to be good for your car?
It's like everything and anything in life. Eating in a restaurant, you don't know what really is in the food or what the chef's really doing, or we really don't know what's in Advil or MLM products. We really don't know what's in the MLM products because most of the companies manipulate their labels anyhow, and so you never really know. So it's just life is just the way it is in life. We really will never know. But you're covered anyhow. That's the good news. I mean, if my Beamer gets wrecked, I mean, it's nice to know we're covered.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. I had a wonderful time training you today. And I think that we're going to do amazing. And let me know if you post your social posts today. Let me know. I will go in there. I'll comment. Sometimes those can get heated, so I'll be really careful. I won't comment any weird things. I'll just be really nice about it, or try to at least. So yeah, I'll comment and everybody else jump in. So if somebody says, hey, I put up my social post, everybody jump in. The more we work together as a team, we will fuel the success of this team.
Hey.
All right. Yay. Have a fabulous night.
Thanks,
Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks
The
so much.
weekend.
Bye.
Again.
Yes, it's the weekend. Bye.